Hi there. If you don't know, my name is Sierra Marquis. I have a Master of Business Administration degree and I went to school so you didn't have to. This is literally my 10th time trying to record this video. So I hope it doesn't disappear this time after I finish recording because wow. Anyway, moving on. So as promised, we're going to talk about the balance sheet. So a point of clarification here, the balance sheet is only required to be reported annually when it's a publicly traded company, a C corporation, okay? The reason why is because there are shareholders who own that company. It's not just the business that owns the company, they have shareholders. So when you buy stock, you literally own a piece of the company. And how dare they not tell you how your company is performing, okay? So by law, they must report it annually. Now, as far as updating the balance sheet, some firms do it monthly, quarterly, and some crazy people do it annually. I don't recommend that because what if there's something wrong? What if there's something wrong and now you're late? Ooh, now you're going to get fined and it's just not going to be good for anyone. And your stock is definitely going to drop because, but some companies have it down to a science, so they only have to do it annually. Anyway, moving on. So the balance sheet for a manufacturing firm usually consists of three main items: raw material, work in process, and finished goods. So raw material is exactly what it sounds like, the raw material. When the raw material starts being worked on and put together, it turns into work in process. When the work in process is done being processed, it moves to the finished goods category. When the item is sold, the finished good category declines, so it goes down. When the work in process is completed and it turns into finished goods, that also goes down. So it's like an ebb and flow. So it's like a cascading effect, okay? Raw material drops when it goes to work in process. Work in process drops once it goes to finished goods. Finished goods drops once it's sold to a customer. So that's the basics of a balance sheet. The most important part in the balance sheet is making sure you keep up with your assets and liabilities because it can be a nightmare. As a person who's managed a large multi-million-dollar budget, it can be a nightmare, okay? So that's all I really have right now. We're going to go into some different terminology for the balance sheet before we move on to the income statement. So I'm not sure how many videos it's going to take us to get to the income statement, but we'll be there eventually, okay? Oh, did I say privately owned firms are not required to report? Privately owned firms are not required to report, okay?